So yeah, hello everyone. Very rare footage of me in like live. It's live action cam. You see my workplace slash gaming place pretty what it is. And the same obviously for like the entire apartment, but you know, not really had the time and energy to assemble like the rest of the stuff. But it's going somewhere, right? And so yeah, today was like planned for me to unbox. I mean, obviously this is not the usual content. I try to keep slow in terms like some people still pull up who want to watch this. Other than that, you know, it's just, you know, for me, maybe for YouTube, for the algorithm, to be like, you know, to lure some innocent TCG players into BlazBlue. That would be great, right? Speaking of, our first thing, I mean, I already showed photos of it, but it's like the super adorable Labyrinth card sleeves. Or card sleeves. They actually have like one card in there already. Like the only Yu-Gi-Oh card I own actually, because I got that at like a game store in Osnabrück. I was like, yeah, I like that artwork a lot, so I took it. I took her. Finally you can watch. Yeah, you didn't miss anything really. I was just like flexing the Yu-Gi-Oh thingy also. Let me... okay, now I understand. Oh, but no. Still do it like this. Like I have like a... Okay, you don't see it that well, right? Man. And now it focuses a little bit, but yeah, she's a cool card. And what are we unboxing? Actually quite a lot. Like at first I was showing off like the sleeves. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh card, yeah, exactly, it's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. But I do know the difference. The Labyrinth sleeves are pink, exactly, and yeah, this is like the only Yu-Gi-Oh card I have. And the reason I'm showing this is like I originally intended these sleeves for like my Magic cards, but they didn't fit. But I did see that like Yu-Gi-Oh cards fit, so I now have to buy like a Labyrinth deck. Also like Golem Aru, so like, you know, I like that artwork a lot. It's super awesome. Yeah, hello Capsio, hello Lumbria, hello Pluton, obviously. Let me put it back in there. Actually, that's why I had it like this, right? So I could... Okay, that was a little bit... But yeah, that's that. Not really unboxing or sleeving or whatever, but now we have the first stuff to unbox. Also still Yu-Gi-Oh! Because similarly I had like a, you know, they know how to market, like, you know, it's immediately showing the core values, but you know, a Labyrinth deck box. Honestly, like you can never be sure like that, actually, yeah. I mean, you also see me doing stuff here, so yeah. It's a good frame, exactly. But also, yeah. Now that we have it, like from the top. So yeah, the thing what I wanted to say, like my sister was like, maybe the artwork is grabbed from AI, and it might be. I'm hoping it's not, but yeah, it's definitely like a fake thing, right? So yeah, you have Lady Labyrinth from the Silver Castle. Actually lovely Labyrinth, right? Because they have like slight design differences. Yeah, lovely Labyrinth from the Silver Castle playing chess, which is really cool. And then you have... Oh wait, this is not the original artwork. But yeah, I definitely like, you know, I hope it's not AI generated, but you can't tell anymore these days. I didn't see like any big problems, so yeah. Always hard to tell. Okay, now there we have it like with all of those. And on the bottom for no reason, actually for a reason I see. If I open it. Yeah, if I open it, we have like her head frame still there. Oh, and Kuribo's in the thing. I didn't know about that actually. And yeah, another one of those. But yeah, again, it's like it still stinks a little bit. It came from China, so it is a fake, most definitely. But I did actually look like for original Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, but that shit is it's way too expensive. You can get like a playmat original one from Yu-Gi-Oh licensed for like 130 bucks on eBay. I'm not paying those prices. But yeah, now now I'm legally obliged to play some in real life Yu-Gi-Oh. And that's that. I'm actually gonna yeah, exactly, right? Either eyes or boobs. I mean here we have a full shot, right? I mean, yeah, she is a busty design, but she's like a perfect design. Like I think like she must be my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card design, and also outside of Yu-Gi-Oh she's very, very far ahead. I just like her design so much. It's like the main reason why I'm always like, yeah, I want to play Labyrinth, because honestly, I think for like a beginner in Yu-Gi-Oh, Labyrinth is not a good archetype, because it apparently is like playing. It is essentially putting in traps there to disrupt your opponent's gameplay. But in order to do that, you have to know how the opponent's gameplay looks, essentially. So yeah, that's why it's not that easy. But yeah, again, very happy with those purchases. And I mean, the sleeves were like $8 for 50, which is, I guess, probably a fairly normal price, because you also pay like $20 for 100 a piece. But yeah, now off to the other stuff. Yeah, I mean, she is just like perfect. What should I say? It also helps that like fan art and stuff always gives her like this the Ojo Summer personality, which makes sense because she's like the lady of a big castle. So for that reason, I'm like, yeah, she's just peak. Magnet Warriors. I mean, honestly, I always see like some Yifan is that guy called? He makes some stuff on YouTube, and I always find it like so interesting, the entire Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. But yeah, more onto sleeves. Like we have Kain Highwind. I already have like the desk mat for that. Unfortunately, there's nothing with like Cecile, so I have to go for Kain. Yeah, Capture, what's going on? Show me your arcade stick. Okay. Little interruption, but we will do that. There we have it. The real, no, not the real arcade pro, the fighting stick alpha. Honestly, like I think it's like you can exchange like the print on the in the stuff, but it's like it has like this weird cutout, right? So I was always like a little bit too lazy to exchange it. But yeah, very clicky, very nice. Oh yeah, I can show you my stick. Yeah, that's my new home. Yes, exactly. That's why like earlier I showed around like a little bit. You know, still like pretty vacant. New home tour? I mean, I could, but we'll see. For now, I wanted to do this stuff. Like again, everything is like super unorganized right now. But yeah, it will be cool once it's done. But yeah, that's my stick. Also, yeah, speaking of home under construction, exactly. But yeah, speaking of, you can open it in the front, and then you can exchange all the stuff. If you ever need to replace a button or whatever. But yeah, I don't find it that useful. I've never done that, but I could if I wanted to. And while we're on the arcade stick thingy, let me actually show you the... Let's open those... Yeah, I mean, it's less opening decks, but yeah, the cards for the decks. But yeah, this is my Kagura stick. Levelers, I mean. Again, I have to actually look up who is that guy, but he has like this thingy at... Okay, it doesn't really... At 06x180 is that guy. Like, ultra cool Kagura art. I Just scraped it, I'm sorry. At some point I need to find this guy and give him like some money on Kofi or whatever. But yeah, that's the level list that I use. But it's so funny because I play everyone but Kagura on the level list. I wanted to put like a Kagura art on the alpha though. But yeah, anyhow. Back to the sleeves. Again, this won't be like too long, but yeah, there's a VV on it here one. And it's like a cute artwork that is not used in the magic card, I believe. With also like Oogloop, the little thing here. And yeah, let's actually I have to do like a little bit of this. Sorry, black image. Whoa. Wait. Oh. Okay, so Okay, so essentially you have to then push it out from the bottom. And you have this little thingy, and there we have like the sleeves. Like they are like a lot bigger than the ones. And I'm gonna use that for my pauper deck. But yeah, that's that's about it for the sleeves. Yeah, the magic sets from the Final Fantasy collab, not all of them, because like I've put some non-Final Fantasy in there, but yeah, mostly. And I'm not that interested in the regular magic cards, I have to say. Like, I don't really like the Western art style that much, and it's all that, right? So I'd much rather prefer to look at Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Oop. Next one, Kain Highwind, the man, the legend. I actually have him in my deck then, so you will see. But yeah, those are like the sleeves, and we will be sleeving as we go. Also, secret tech. I have like this box. And if I put it here, yeah, if I put it the other way, yeah, I forgot. But if I put it there, I can actually show you stuff without like having my smartphone in the hand. Hatsune Miku magic deck. Oh yeah, she probably had like some secret layer, right? Yeah, you can do like lots of fun stuff with secret layer. Also, yeah, the box. We have it everywhere, right? The box technology. But yeah, while we're still at like the sleeve technology, I also have like these sleeves. With like Ifrit and Bahamut from Final Fantasy 16. I assume it's Final Fantasy 16. It might be like actually Final Fantasy 14, but I'm fairly sure it's Final Fantasy 16. But yeah. So yeah, I got those. And I also got like, in order to fill up like the value, I have like a little Kain Highwind keychain. Once again, no Cecile, so... Yeah, they are like really cool, right? But yeah, I'm a Final Fantasy 9 and Final Fantasy 4 stan, so I had to have those. But I'm I haven't played 16 yet, but it's on my list to be played, and I'm looking very forward to it. But right now I don't have a sofa or whatever, or couch. So yeah, not really time, or like not really that comfortable playing the Final Fantasy 16. But yeah, that's the sleeves. And now, yeah, I mean, I guess I can always put like something there while I'm getting the next stuff. Yeah. Rydia sleeves? Yeah, I mean, unfortunately I couldn't add like Rydia to my deck either, because she's like red-green and I have like a white-black deck, because the seal is a man. Yeah, he's from Tekken, exactly. Actually, Pluto, now that you said it, I was thinking about making a deck with like Clive and Noctis and make it like a Tekken deck, you know? Then I need to find like some random ass kangaroo and like a dino. So I can have Roger and Alex. And a panda or whatever, like that. That would be a funny meme deck. But yeah. But yeah, I yeah, I did not think it too far, so you know I didn't do anything. But yeah, we actually got more stuff. We also got like, you know, my blood, because I did add myself. I did cut myself opening the box. But yeah, we have like another deck box. And here like the Ultra Pro license, Final Fantasy, Kain Highwind again. Again, I think it says that I have to go with this guy all the time when I'm doing stuff for Final Fantasy 4. But I like him, so yeah, let's see. Oops. But also this has like actually a similar sense to the Labrys one. But yeah, Magic Gathering, Final Fantasy. So yeah, in that sense I feel like the Labyrinth deck has a little bit more oomph to it. What's this about? Okay. Get this out. There's like the Final Fantasy logo from the cards in there. A little anti-moss tech. And yeah, that's the box in which my Final Fantasy 4 deck will be put in. yeah, I feel like everyone loves Kain, and I can't blame them, you know. He literally went like ho for bro in his game, and he was like, yeah, and everyone was like, yeah, I respect this man. But yeah, I think it's because he has like that character development that is like, you know, like Cecil has this character development. He understands he did something wrong and atones for it, like very basic shit. And Kain has this entire story where he's betraying the party, then he's back again, then he's betraying again, you know. He's just doing his shit, but you know, in the long run, especially with like after years, he's like, he has like the more not necessarily nuance, but the more interesting character development. But yeah, I already have like the desk mat for it, so I have like I don't think I need to unroll it, right? I have like the same as with the sleeves, like the Bahamut and Ifrit desk mat. I'm not sure, I don't think makes that much sense. I mean, I could. Okay, maybe I should. Just to give you the idea. So yeah, let me actually open it. Let's go, Vivi. I mean, he's not necessarily Loki, but yeah, it always gives. Also, like when talking about the game, obviously it sounds like way worse than it was in game. And actually, like let's do some advanced tech now that I think about it. Because why? I could have thought about this sooner. Like I have like all this unused space here, so let's roll out the mat. Also, yeah, now I remember why not. Okay, no, let's not do this. Maybe next to my place. But yeah, look at that BB mat. It's so adorable. I love it. And oh yeah, actually the other one is very, very funny too, because it's like, I mean, because it has like this glitter effect. So we're gonna do the same. But yeah, you already see it through the package. Very glittery, interesting. And now, I mean, I guess we can. Voila! You definitely look, I'm the biggest fan of the effect. But yeah, two cool remats. What should I say more? Also, while we're at it, I'm gonna put like the other stuff that I already put on top. For like an actually fairly cool picture. What I got so far. There's more of good to come, of course. Oh yeah, actually let's put. But yeah, this will be like the main event essentially because there's actually some randomness in what we get. But you know. Now it's to actually actual cards. It's up to that. So I don't know why, but one seller just sent it like in a deck box from like Lore of an Eclipse. And that was in like a land station, which of course, like, you know, because it was just put on top. I mean, I guess. But yeah, let's actually start with like the small one. And this should actually be like the craziest. Potentially. I mean, one of the crazier ones, because like, yeah. Yeah. Look at that, guys. Like a single card. Like, you know, poem silence magic is just like what silence does. Your opponents can't cast spells this turn. But as I said, I wanted to have like every Final Fantasy art print, Final Fantasy 4 art print in that deck, and that means I needed that secret layer card. Very nice though. And actually, oh, it's double sleeve, nice. Actually now we're gonna put it in the right sleeve. I love shiny cardboard. Yeah, I mean I love shiny cardboard too. But yeah, let me actually feel like ooh. And a very different feel than what I'm used to. Ooh, do they actually work for double sleeving is the question. Yeah, it does. Oof. Not that well though. Okay, thank goodness I'm not like a double sleever normally. I mean, I guess we're not double sleeving. Just put it in there. I mean, it's not like tens of thousands, so it's not like that expensive. It's like 10 euro or whatever. But yeah, like the second most expensive card I got. So yeah, triple sleeve his ass. It doesn't work. It doesn't work here. Where's the smart card thingy? I don't have like a album for that or whatever now. So actually, speaking of, yeah, I guess we can get the new cards and then sort it into two piles. And that is where we will see like the non Final Fantasy ones as well. Like we have Feed the Swarm here as first. And now we're gonna have like two piles. So this one is the regular commander deck, and then we have Pauper. So this Feed the Swarm, destroy target creature or enchantment opponent controls, use life equal to permanent mana value, like, you know. Pretty much good in removal for black. Faceless Looting for like Pauper, Ever-Flowing Chalice for I draw two cards and discard two cards, yeah. Like my Pauper is like black and red. So yeah, I can show you the commander and I can also give you the list and whatnot. But yeah, this is like Ever-Flowing Chalice. I don't even know why I put it in there. Yeah, you can kick like the Ever-Flowing Chalice and get like insane mana advantage with that. A Geothermal Bogue, another one of those land card, a Braid. Yeah, deals 3 damage to target creature or destroys target artifact. I guess it seems like this is like the Pauper staple. Yeah, and then like insane card draw, Siphon Mind, each player discards a card, you draw a card for each card discarded this way. So like in a regular setting, you draw like pizza swarm, pizza swarm. You're getting hungry, Lumbria. A passive ancestry, also like very basic stuff. Knight's Whisper, drawing 2 cards, losing 2 life, evolving wilds, putting like a basic land, you know, sacrificing that land and putting a basic land, discarding a card and drawing 2 cards and creating 2 treasure tokens. Also really good for like mana advantage or for ramp is what they call it. Arcane Signet with the cloud art, like 1 mana, getting 1 mana of color in your commander's color identity. We have the command tower for like, yeah, again, pretty the same thing. We have another land that enters tapped. We have Lightning, deals 3 damage to target player. I mean, I'm not too sure what each card does, I'm just reading it myself because I'm not like, yeah. But now we got like something really cool, the Baron Rivalry. I actually got this card twice for both decks. Weird looking jewelry. Yeah, maybe. But yeah. Yeah, I sacrifice an artifact or creature and drawing 2 cards to create a treasure token. Is, I mean, not necessarily the best card, but it looks so sick. And it's not even that expensive, so that's why. Yeah, Killing Fiend, like it's a ping deck, so like whenever I cast spells, so especially this one gets stronger. Command Sphere, more ramp, Thermo Alchemist. Yeah, I can do again, I can ping my opponents. And the idea about Pauper, if you don't know, it's like I can't put in like rare cards in there. Which I guess technically the Baron Rivalry is like not allowed, but the Deadly Dispute would be, so I don't think they will make a big fuss out of it. Spellgorge are weird. Yeah, also get stronger when I cast spells. Arrow of Flamesmith deals 1 damage to each opponent whenever I cast a spell. And same with here, but 2 damage with the Gutter Snipe. This one gets stronger if I do something. And then I have like the damage spell for damage to target player, and then I can also, if I control 3 or more artifacts, then I can't block. Another damage spell, another damage spell. Yeah, Trample, Fire Urchin, but you see it, like the other cards are like less sick. I mean, this one looks actually kind of cool, the Pyroceratops. Yeah, whenever I cast a non-creature spell, but very specific about that. But has Trample, which is good. So yeah, definitely. And another damage. Yeah, Lumber, you understand quickly, that's what red does. I'm usually not playing red, I'm like playing black for the most part. And this is black-red, so again. 1 damage to each opponent. And I can untap it every time I cast a non-creature spell, so I can pay 1 mana, deal 1 damage, then it gets untapped when I spell and, you know, and continues it. And here, this one ramps gets stronger again when I cast my second spell each turn, it's important. Okay, this is actually like, you know, because like I didn't know the artwork for all of them. But the Thrill of Possibility, that's like an awesome card. Like a reasonably pretty girl transforming in like a reasonably unpretty girl. Cool. Unruly Catapult. Yeah, also I can tap it just, and the same thing that I did with the other thing for mana, but for free. Other than it can only block. The Firebrand Archer, whenever I cast a non-creature spell, I deal 1 damage to each opponent. Now a few lands, swamp. Also all the same artwork. I mean, honestly, I just like to do it normally, but yeah, that's like that pile. Yeah, another land, swamp. A mountain. But we're getting to the better part again. Yeah, you need lots of lands. And I think I was just too lazy to look up at like utility lands, so I just get for slam. Swampy swamp. But yeah, now we have like something cool again. Something very shiny. Very shiny cardboard. Also, sorry for like my neighbors are like drilling. Storm of Vestige, you know, like very shiny, very foily. And yeah, it does just 3 damage to any target. It's just like lightning bolt and another stuff, but that's a cool card. Like visually. I mean, the Pyre Hound is also like also shiny. Also, Ram gets stronger when I cast the spell. I Terminate. This is actually from the Assassin's Creed set, by the way. And destroy target creature can't be regenerated. That's cool. Sign in Blood. Target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 lives. Which could be done to kill like someone off, but usually you do it on yourself. Demon Bolt, damage support, yeah. Oh yeah, and I can actually do it. Oh yeah, I can actually foretell that one, that's cool. Foretell is essentially like Yu-Gi-Oh's, he owns a land now, I'm a landlord, oh no. Oh no, I own so many lands. Most of them being swamps though, so. Yeah, Frantic Firebolt, another shiny one. But yeah, that's one thing that people said, like, you know, they have like the newer Magic cards have like the thingy of like, you know, they get like a little bit concave. I think that's, no, convex. They get a little bit convex, which is unfortunate. But yeah, we have the Rodeo Pyromancers. Yeah, whenever I cast my first spell each turn, add 2. So essentially like getting like another free spell. This is, whenever I cast my second spell each turn, like also a shiny one. From actually the Devoted Duelist. It's not from the new, I was about to say. Okay, and now we're actually getting like a few of the cards for the other deck. We have Cecil in his Uvo anime art. And yeah, I guess I guess we can put like that staple to the other side. That stack, not staple. And now we have like a little bit more yeah, there's starched. And the cool thing about that's why I put Cecil as my commander too, is because like, yeah, he has like those 2 modes. Like in the beginning, he essentially hurts yourself, but you want that because once he has half of his life, he transforms into a paladin. Essentially what he did in game 2. And then whenever he attacks, every other attacking creature gains indestructible until end of turn. So that means you can essentially attack not for free, but you know, you can attack without worrying about your creatures, essentially, which is really cool. Like, you know, if they have Death Touch blocker or whatever blocker, you don't care at all. And that's the cool part. And yeah, that's why you know, and it's also like I got the shiny one for that. Undercity Diarrhea just creates a treasure token when I'm, and actually that's for the others, for the other one too. Let me actually look. What's the other one? Yeah, okay. It's not all of them. Okay. So like, yeah, most of those are still for the other staple, by the way. So let's go with the one for the other stack, I mean. Like this Virtue of Persistence thing, I'm not sure what the symbol here is. It might be Middle Earth actually. But yeah, there's like, it has a cool artwork, but it's like the effect that's cool. Like you can use it as removal if you use this adventure stuff. Like -3/-3, that's awesome. Also gaining 2 life for just like 2 mana, that's incredible. And then once you have like the full 7 mana, you get you can essentially put like some creature from any graveyard onto the battlefield for you. So that's awesome. And we got him again, Kain the Man, Kain Traitorous Dragoon. He has 2 different artworks, so I got like both of them. But yeah, and yeah, Kain is like a very funny card because like yeah, it says like during your turn, Kain is fine. That's not important, but yeah, whenever I deal combat damage, I get as much cards as he did damage. and also that many treasure tokens. So I get like 2. If he doesn't get blocked, I get 2 treasure tokens and cards, and potentially more if he has counters on it. But then the opponent gets like the card. Dragoon! Yeah, actually so true. Because he has a thing for Rosa. Like, essentially, I said it earlier, right? He was like ho for bro. So essentially, he's like gooning for this man's girl, and I respect him for it. Okay. But yeah, those are like that's those, and yeah, let me put the other stack on here, because now we got another land, utility land even, which is crazy though. Like, you know, sacrifice. I mean, it's good. Another land that enters tapped. Yeah, and now that lets me put like land cards onto the battlefield tapped, which is really strong. Also common. I mean, it might actually be a card for the other deck too, potentially, but yeah. Another gate, Mind Stone, another mana rock as they call. Oh yeah, actually Dam is for the other, for the strong. Destroy target creature destroyed this way can't be regenerated. And I'm doing it for the overlord cost, because like, you may cast a spell for its overlord cost. If you do, change target and it takes 2 each. So I can destroy all target creatures. It's unfortunately a sorcery. Copy this match if you're a real Dragooner. I like that, yeah. But yeah, the thing about it is, like I told you with Cecil, right? Because every creature gets like, every attacking creature gets undestructible at the end of turn. With this one, right? You can attack with all of them and then cast Dam for I guess for 6. But then you can get like a one-sided board wipe. Really cool. That's why I put it in there. But yeah, I know this is like very boring probably. I mean, the explanations are probably very uninteresting for people who have no footing in Magic, but I mean, it's a fun game. You can try it out. It has cool sets such as Final Fantasy. But yeah, also generally, if it weren't for like the people around me, I'd probably be more into Yu-Gi-Oh! For like the artistic stuff. Yeah, I mean, I guess I was about to say, but I think like sleeving is probably people have to learn the science of the cardboard. Yeah, I mean, I guess they have. But yeah, now we have this thingy here. Oops. Which came in like that box. And yeah, this is like evil because it's like they did seal it with like you know, you see Tesa, I'm not sure what it's called. So I'm doing like very evil thing and using a cutter knife. Now I got it uncutted. Ooh, shiny. But yeah, man, these are like very, very tight, actually. Very cool. Yeah. You guys, I told you, right? I got like multiple arts of like this of Cecil kind, so that's like the regular art of Cecil. Like, you know, again, I'm a huge Final Fantasy 9 and 4 fan, but like the hipster in me always feels more strongly about 4, because 9 is just so much more beloved, generally speaking. Yeah, and I think those will mostly be cards for like the quote-unquote good deck. Yeah, you saw him, right? Zodiac, yeah. Zodiac is like the coolest card ever, but we'll get to him. First off, we have the Masamune, and the idea about this is a card that makes your creature essentially, it has to be blocked and then it gets the first strike, and in theory, you are supposed to use it with Sephiroth, who has like a skill that, that gives him like a counter for every creature that dies in the opponent's field, and then it gets even doubled with this effect. But it's so good if you do this with Death Touch creature. So all of a sudden, they have to block it with like as many, Cecil, for instance, has 2-3 Death Touch. That means in order to kill him, they have to block him with 3 creatures. Which is absolutely insane. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can't put it in there, but I have to put it somewhere differently because, I think I'm gonna go with the anime art. A Clive's Hideaway, another land, from Final 16, obviously. Another card from Final 16, Dion, Bahamut's Dominant. Really cool because he makes like, all knights you have get like flying, and I'm like a knight. I have a knight creature deck, and he also get a knight creature token from him, and then I can exile him for like 6 mana, and then I get like this. So essentially, I can get like more counters. Yeah, those creatures gain flying until end of turn, and I can destroy a target permanent in the 3rd step, and it's a 5/5 flying. So honestly, really cool utility. I love those creatures, I love those that can transform. So we have Jack here, Reluctant Guardian. Actually, this is probably my pet card because in Arena I've been playing this guy so much. So essentially he has menace, so that means he has to be blocked by 2 or more creatures. And when he deals combat damage, you transform him. And all of a sudden he gets like, it becomes a huge nuke with 7/7 menace. And in the first 2 lore steps, your opponent gets to discard a card and you get to draw a card. So he's like a strong blocker afterwards, because he can't immediately attack afterwards, right? And he gives you card advantage of like 2 cards, like for 2 turns. And that's really powerful. And yeah, the last step is like opponents have to sacrifice 2 creatures of their choice, which is like, it's absolutely insane. Here we have like the other Art of Kain. I think I'm also gonna use this one, right? Except rather than the other one, just to have it in theme. But yeah, I have both kinds. Same as with the sisters. I have both of them. Wow. Yeah, Muggles give you, you give another way to give my creatures indestructible until the end of turn. So in order to go around opponents' board wipes or whatever. Also, I just think like for each creature you control, getting a 1/2 white Moogle creature token, also not bad. And now we are like at the point where we have like the waifu. Like, that's the reason Kain is a traitor, because he wants to get in her pants. And yeah, she gives lifelink to like a creature and a +1/+1 count. And she has reach. Mogris look really silly there. I mean, yeah, it depends on the game. This is like actually the Final Fantasy 6 design. So yeah. And funny story, by the way, in Final Fantasy 6 there's like a wooden thirst for Rosa. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Yeah, another one of my favorites actually is Seymour Flux, because he gives you like another card advantage, like paying 1 life and he gets a counter and you get to draw another card. Scroll is really cool because he's like a knight again. Yeah, and whenever a creature attacks alone, it gains double strike at the end of turn. And he can revive like a creature, like, permanent comes money value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield whenever Scroll deals combat damage. And I mostly have like small creatures, so that's cool. Next up, really cool too, a summon Odin. So yeah, first is destroy target creature and opponent controls. Yeah, nice. Second is the evil one. This creature gains whenever the creature deals combat damage to a player, the player loses the game. I don't think there's not a Yunalesca card, as far as I know. I mean, there are lots of Yuna cards, but not Yunalesca. That's the thing too that I don't really like that much about the Final Fantasy set, is that they have 3 clouds, they have 3 Sephiroths, but then But then there, yeah, right. That's so cool. The effect too. But yeah, there's three cards of specific characters, and then none of others. You know. And I understand, like, yeah, not every like little character needs like a card. Yeah, understandable, right? But yeah. And yeah, Darkness Crystal also really cool floor-wise, and yeah, makes like black creatures less expensive to cast, and oh yeah, and I can, like, if a non-token creature an opponent controls will die instantly exile and you gain 2 life. So yeah, also giving me life drain, and also I can put their creatures onto my battlefield then. Which, to be fair, it has like a little bit of anti-synergy with the Verge of Persistence. Because yeah, whatever gets exiled with this I can't get back with Verge of Persistence. Oh, thank you very much, Enigma, for the raid. How many CFAs can you do in this game? I mean, not really any, I suppose. I guess the closest... Nah, okay, counter spells are like the closest to, what's it called? To Hakumen's Strife. But yeah, not any. But you can summon Zodiac. And when you do that, you have an indestructible creature, and every player has to sacrifice half the non-god creatures, and then you get like then you get +1/1 counters for each creature sacrifice, and also for every other creature that gets sacrificed. This is really good for like cleaning, quote unquote, cleaning whiteboards. Wait till Magic cross Blaze Blue? I'd love to, but I don't think it will ever happen. I mean, Magic cross Guilty Gear I could potentially see if like Arc System Works is behind it. But so far it's mostly been like comic IPs and Final Fantasy. Essentially Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed are, I think, the two only video game IPs that made like bigger stuff. Does Zodiac not rotate the ball? I think Zodiac sounds like Exodia. Yeah, I mean, similar. You know, Zodiac is like the craziest boss in Final Fantasy 12. It's like the primal god. So, yeah, Umbral god, they say. So, yeah, it's god of all gods and like the hardest creature to slay in Final Fantasy 12. I haven't played it that much, so I can't really say that much. Yeah, that was also for this deck, I believe. Evil Reawaken to get a creature back from the graveyard, also giving a 2/1/1 counter. Grahatia, like, you know, cat boy. You know, we have Jubei actually. Someone asked where Jubei is. There we have Jubei. He's good because he can hit flying, and whenever once per turn when something from my side of the field died, I get to draw a card. Another Final 12 card, Judge, Master, Magister Gobrand. He's cool because yeah, whenever another creature I control die, he gets +1 counter. And he has menace, so he's like really good for that. He could actually be used as like an alternative commander, like for those people who just are like in here right now. This guy is my commander, like he has color identity black and white, the seal, like the main character from Final Fantasy IV. It's like a Final Fantasy IV deck, and yeah, so for that reason, same color identity, you could run this guy instead. But I feel like I have fine-tuned it towards this guy. But if I ever feel desperate, I might... Gabrand, your goat. Yeah, Gabrand is so cool, I do agree. Also Overkill, another creature. You played him a lot in Dissidia. I'm not sure, I don't think I vibed that much with this playstyle in Dissidia. I mean, I felt like some characters were like super easy, where you just had like a brave attack, and then you could change it to like the actual HP attack thingies, where they had to do these combos. Didn't know Whipper was GG. I mean, my co-workers got me there, and hello, Bajan. This is like my first deck that I built on my own, you know. So I've only played with precons until then. Yeah, Restoration Magic, really good spell for protection. Can get up to like, yeah, getting all creatures to hexproof and all permanents to hexproof and indestructible, which is really cool against board vibes. Dwarven Castle Guard, like low creature, but gets me a token if it dies. And it's a Final Fantasy IV card, so it was not debatable. Resentful Revelation, one of the coolest. I mean, I really like that card for like card draw. You get to look like at the next 3 cards and then put like 2 of them into your graveyard. And yeah, the end stone really cool here because like, yeah, at the beginning of your end step, your life total becomes half your starting life total rounded up. And if my life total is less than half of my starting life, then this guy transforms. So what happens is that, because it only happens at each end step, if I were to play it early, I could transform him earlier. Even though I think I'd probably still leave it like for a later game, for late game, but it's like, it's cool synergy. Like, and a few more swamps. Like that image reading a book. I don't know the image that you're referring to, but yeah, it's actually like a scene from Final Fantasy VII, like when Sephiroth finds out about his origins and he gets mad. That's essentially the scene. So I feel like it's a cool throwback card and it has a cool effect. Okay, Swamp. I actually have to count them afterwards. I might put too many swamps in here and too little into the other one. So yeah, I do think I have to. It might be smarter to actually put the swamps on their own pile and then see, you know, and see how many each deck needs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 swamps here. Actually, that might be the correct number for that one. Yeah, I suppose it's the same for this block with the planes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, only 8, and then we actually have like stuff like the Arcane Signet and the Soul Ring, which I'm also right now not really sure. I think Comment Tower was for this one. Yeah, I actually have to look at them later on. More Döner. This swamp? It's more Döner? Okay. I don't understand why, but hey. I have to understand. I don't understand it, but I will try to remember and use the term too. Because if we have like a very educated term for it, then we should use it. Sunlit oh yeah, actually, no, for the planes I don't have to think. All of the planes come into the stack. The same as for the Sunlit March. I'm not sure with the Arcane Signet and the Soaring. It is more Donna from Final Fantasy 14? Ah, I've never played Final Fantasy 14, but one of my colleagues is like a fan. So yeah, thank you very much for telling me that, because I will say more Döner now. Okay. Okay. More cards for this then. Yeah. This is like a reanimate spell, but I can flashback it for like when I sacrifice 3 creatures. Could come in handy, so that's cool. Yeah, another land. Hopefully I don't have 2 of them. Mosarot, yeah, I also know that chocolate. It's actually, you might be a little hungry. It's okay. I mean, we are also tempting you with the more Döner, so. But yeah, look at this. We have Golbez in the final result. Yeah, this is like Sir Conrad the Grim, essentially, but yeah. Whenever a creature dies or a creature is put into graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or a creature card leaves your graveyard, that's the cool stuff. Then Golbez deals 1 damage to each opponent. And I can let every player mill a card. And that's like a really strong effect. Or like, you know, because of the virtues of persistence. Golbez, exactly, the man, the legend. Another gold, exactly. And yeah, Baron Rivalry again, we had that earlier. Again, I said I had it for both decks because that's so important. And this is actually the top aura farmer. Yeah, I guess you need to tell me why Zodiac rotates the ball. I mean, you can also tell it me right now, you know. It's okay because I like to have the context for that. It's the most expensive card here, Cecile Harvey in the Amano artwork, and yeah, it's like Timna the Weaver, so it's the beginning of a post-combat phase. I can pay X life or X the number of opponents who will deal combat damage this turn. So yeah, if I attack multiple opponents, get multiple stuff, then I can get like more card draw. Oh, it's 514 rate. I kind of feel like I miss a lot of that one. But I might be able to amuse like my colleague with this one. And yeah, we have Giant of Barbie. Again, another 504 creature. I didn't even remember it really, but yeah, still had to have it. And whenever I cast a historic spell, I mean, this is actually not that bad. It's like a cheap card with like cheap but very powerful beta with 7/7. And because almost everything is legendary and historic spells are essentially legendaries, and I don't know what else is there, but yeah, there's a lot more to it. Yeah, the Order of Signet. I'm not actually sure if this is like, but yeah, I do know the Bloodfell Caves are for other thingy. Scarred Barns are for this one, and the Victimize is for this one, where yeah, I can get like 2 cards from the battlefield if I sacrifice 1 creature. Really cool effect. And yeah, we have the Tainted Field, another, you know, potential waifu. I mean, she's cute enough. The Night Exemplar. But yeah, I actually have the, for the, you know, other night creatures you control get +1/+1 have indestructible. Just for like 3 mana. Making all my entire board indestructible, except for her. And yeah, I mean, then just don't attack with her, right? And here, commander creatures you control get +2/+2 and have indestructible, helping out my my commander. She do be exemplar. Yeah, she is. Yeah, the Bastion Protector. Phyrexian Arena, absolute staple for card draw. Losing 1 life, drawing an additional card. Eaten Alive, essentially my way to exile stuff. Also sacrificing a creature can be beneficial. Beach-Ridden Swamp, another staple for destruction. Actually full art Swift Boots, I didn't know that. But yeah, I have like, you know, equipped creature has hexproof and haste, and it's really good for like making sure a specific threat survives. You know, for instance, like if I have the Night Exemplar on the field and I can give her like the Swiftfoot boots, then she can't be targeted. And they'd have to remove the artifact first and then target her. Of course, she could still be like destroyed otherwise with like a board wipe or whatever. But yeah. Yeah, Vampire Nighthawk, a very random creature, but my table is like always playing flying creatures. So I need stuff with Death Touch. So my idea is to have like flying creatures with Death Touch to keep them from not attacking me. Yeah, here legendary humans you control have indestructible. And and yeah, also being able to exile cards from a graveyard can be cool occasionally. Yeah, and then we have like another flying Death Touch creature. The Nighthawk Scavenger, which I mean actually looks, yeah, it looks cool, looks like a ninja. And we have this very grotesque Quasi Revenant, another flying Death Touch creature, but yeah, it can also and I can yeah, I can make a creature, give a creature flying Death Touch and a lifelink counter if I exile this card from the graveyard, so really cool. Hello Scarlet Femme, how are you doing? So right now, like we are almost through with it actually. But I can show you the cards that I already had for the deck, and then we can see if we wanna play some card games on stream, and if someone of you wants to play with me specifically. Again, I'm not doing like those non-BlazBlue streams that often, so yeah, it might be a good chance. Yeah, we have like Invoke Despair, sacrifice a creature, if they can, they lose 2 life, and you draw a card. It then repeats, yeah, you can destroy, you get them to destroy a creature, an enchantment, and a planeswalker. I mean, fairly expensive with 5 mana, but it's doable. Another mass removal for 7. Destroy all creature and planeswalker. And also instant speed, that was the important part. Another land. Yeah, this is like getting a card back, but only to my hand. Oh yeah, but I can also get it on the battlefield if I have more than 7 cards in my... Pink Salt is nice. Yeah, I've never tried it, but I feel like it's like a very common thing to do, but I've never tried it actually. Another destroy target creature or enchantment. Destroy target creature or enchantment. Destroy target permanent. Ultimate Magic Holy, that's cool. It's like a trap card and I can prevent all damage. Yeah, no, it can gain all my creatures can gain indestructible. And if it was cards from exile, I can also destroy, prevent all damage. And the way to do this cards from exile is to foretell it. Sacred Water is like another Final Fantasy 14 goat. I mean, the artwork is really cool. I like the woman he's protecting. But yeah, he protects like another legendary permanent, and another legendary permanent gains indestructible as long as I control that guy. And yeah, when I cast a non-creature spell, I mean the non-creature spell part is less important for me. The Sun Titan can get like stuff back from the graveyard. Rise of the Dark Realms, really absolute staple, just putting like all creatures from all graveyards onto your control on the battlefield. And then we have Vault of the Archangel. That scene? Which scene do you mean? Do you mean this one? I mean, it would be weird because it's like all the Final Fantasy VI characters. You know, you have Terra, you have Morg, you have Setzer, you have Sabine. So yeah, unless you meant like some other one. But maybe they reenacted it, I don't know. Like, you know, I'm not very well versed with like the Final Fantasy 14, unfortunately. But also, yeah, now that that is done, let me actually get the cards that I already own. So we have battle menu, which is really funny. It also gives you like lots of different options. The Dark Knight's Greatsword, which you know is like really strong, but you have to pay life. But that is totally for me. The Phoenix Stone, classic. I mean classic in Final Fantasy, but not as much in. Yeah, honestly, like that's always good, Scarlet. You know, maybe I've not been talking that much about it, but I'm like in my magic hype. But yeah, I like it. I also try to, you know, now that I'm cooking, like I'm also trying to live a little bit healthier. White Oversight to exile a permanent. Cycrus hunts a mark to destroy and also get like treasure tokens whenever something dies, for like only until 3 and stuff. I mean, it's a Dark Knight's Greatsword, you know, it's like... You see the Dark Knight and his Greatsword. And yeah, it's a foil one, so yeah, that's always cool. Actually, you Final Fantasy 14 fans, you will know this guy. Xenosiai Galvus. I heard like he's like a really cool, a really fun guy who's like always needlessly bantering with the main character and calling him his rival. I like the description of this guy. And what's really cool is like you get to... It's essentially like he gets rid of all the small creatures. Every other creature gets -2/-2 other than him and another creature you choose. And then you're essentially rivals with that player, and if you destroy that creature that you chose that did not get the -2/-2 counters, you can transform him into Shinryu, and when he becomes Shinryu, you win the game if the other player loses the game. If the player that you decided on earlier, if that player loses the game, then you win the game. And I had Odin earlier, which can make like a player lose the game. So they are like a very cool combination. I mean, they're not necessarily combo in the strict sense, but yeah. This is like Final Fantasy cards, also Final Fantasy cards from the Magic set mostly, but I have a few non-Final Fantasy cards in here. Okay, so the other Evil Reawakened was for the other deck, I suppose, but I can put it in here. But yeah, Tonberry, absolute classic. I'm probably putting him out, so I have actually ordered some other card after I had like an epiphany. Ahriman, absolute legend. Flying Discharge creature again. Elixir, 5/4 art, non-negotiable. Dwarven Castle Guard, I already... Wait, why did I order it when I already had it? I mean, okay, it happened. Honest mistake. Insomnia Crown City, just for stuff. We have the Crystal Fragments. And we have another Plains. And that completes like the actually my big deck, but I'm probably like missing some swarms and I might have a card double in there, so I have to check that before I play it. But yeah, I'll sleeve them before I check that. I mean, again, I was saying I will sleeve them now, but I think it's probably not that exciting for you guys to see me sleeving stuff. Which means that I'm still gonna go over the other deck, you know, the Wait, why is this one so much higher? Something doesn't add up. Oops. Okay, I actually have to do the counting. Oh, you didn't even see it. Like, this one is so much higher, you know. I have to count those, but yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah, all the sleeve ones are the ones that I already had. Final Fantasy 4 DS, let's go Scarlet Fame. That's exactly the thing. This is like a Final Fantasy 4 deck. Like, I'm a Final Fantasy 4 stan. Like, the main character is my commander. But yeah, I do mix some non-magic, non-Final cards in there. And this is a commander for my Pauper deck. Black Waltz number 3, like a random, not a random, but a boss from Final Fantasy 9. And it pings like 2 damage whenever I cast a non-creature spell. Pretty good. Yeah, this is like Vayne's Treachery, just like, you know, gets -2/-2. Can be a spot removal for 1. Or -6/-6. Warrior Sword, just like a red Final Fantasy card, that's why I included it. But yeah, equipment is also like a non-creature spell, that's another reason. This one is cool because it's like essentially creates like a creature that has the same, almost the same effect as Black Waltz number 3. Marlborough is mostly there for the swarm cycling effect, but yeah. Enters each opponent's card, loses 2 life and extra 2 cards of the library, so also good effects there. Blade of Judgment, another damage spell. Sephiroth Intervention, another thingy. Another removal spell. Save the difficult for after the 25 hours mark, please. I mean, you were a kid. You will get it now. Yeah, return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Also really cool. Vincent's Limit Break, actually a really cool card because it lets you essentially sheet death once and also dish out lots of damage. 7/2. Haste magic gives you haste and +3/+1. Yeah, and also you can exile one card of your library, the top card of your library, and may play it. Another ping spell, but with landfall. Hill Gigas is a trample haste. Yeah, attack burst. That's what I mean. But I mean, it generally makes sense, but it makes less sense that it's like a legendary creature. Because they do not need those creatures like Marlborough, right? Which are not legendary. where you can just say like, okay, this is a creature, you can have multiple from them on the board. But yeah, blackboards is like a weird and funny. Yeah, I mean, Skull Effect, I get you. I don't really have that much time for RPGs either these days. Yeah, discard a card, draw 2 cards, very nice. And can be played from the graveyard, which is cool. Sublex, by the way, this is like a funny meme card, because this is like in Final Fantasy VI, I think that's 7, and he can sublex a train. He can sublex a ghost train. It's like the meme, and that's why he is there running at the train. It's really funny. Then we have the red major appear, same as with other equipment. Obsidian Elder also pings. No, actually no, he creates like one of the small wizards. Magic Pot just because vibes, you know, again, finally creature. Monk's Fist, same thingy. Another, you know, a bomber, I don't know why they call it Blazing Bomb. But yeah, a bomber, and he does like +1/+1 counter on himself when you do like a non-creature spell with 4 mana, so not that often, but you know, you can blow something up, so that's cool. Opponent discards a card. Ahriman we had Flying Discharge, pretty awesome. Also, you can sacrifice another creature for a card draw. And this is like a really cool. Okay, the opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice, so that's the limitation. But you also get like a 0/1 Black Wizard. Again, Iron Giant, just so like I can potentially revive something menacing in the beginning. Also, having reach is good. Crossroads Village, just the land, Thunder Magic. Yeah, actually a German version of the swamp, a Sumpf. But yeah, this is more Döner, as we found out by Ephemeral June. Yeah, another land card. This guy is good. I mean, destroy creatures that was dealt damage this turn. Like a destroy effect on top of a creature is pretty good. Okay. But it's up to 2 target cards from a single graveyard, so yeah. The Revelations again. The Lunatic Pandora, like another funny holo card. Can destroy stuff, can survey, really cool. And yeah, more lands. And another... Wait, do I have too many Evil Reawakened now? I probably have. But again, I have to count that stuff at some point. And see, like, you know, where the difference is and how the card stuff. But yeah, those are the... No, not entirely now, because now we are getting actually to the main attraction. Okay, kind of fact, I do know this thingy, but I didn't know about the Genshin. Yeah, tech borrow storage. Yeah, that's a weird stuff, right? Also, I don't really like about Final Fantasy 5 got even less. I mean, they got bards at the very least, and Gallov, like, but yeah, they don't got the entire team and whatnot. And it feels, and it does feel like a little bit weird. Especially when they give like Cloud 3 cards, you know? They could have just given Cloud 1. I mean, maybe 2, like, you know, give Cloud 1 in the pre-con and then like a really rare one for the people, you know, because like, you know, that some maniac is gonna go, oh, Cloud, I need the Cloud card, and then gamble all his game money away. But yeah, speaking of Final Fantasy 9, like this is what I said when I meant like the highlight. I have like this box here, the Siege of Alexandria, the scene box. And it has like 3 random boosters. So yeah, I mean, I can't really open it. It has become somewhat rare, but like the shop where I got it is still had one the last time I checked. So it's not like unreasonably rare. Okay. Now we have it open. $49.99. Yeah, cool stuff. Noch jemand zu sehen. And you find to make some of the best characters, make some of the... I mean, I don't think they would put the best characters, but the most popular ones. Actually, right now I have to put this away. Yeah, also weird cardboard stench. But yeah, this card was like confusing me because I did see it like out there. Not that someone stole anything from this, hopefully. Because that would be like very, very sad. Because yeah, the time I'm not gonna go to Osnabrück again, but yeah. Is this like the thing? And there you can apparently put stuff in. And with the scene card, yeah, I'm not necessarily sure how to do it, assemble it. Yeah, I'm also sorry for like the very crude filming right now. Like I was better handled to do like the single ones. I mean, I don't mind Tito's actually. Like he just has daddy issues. I mean, his dad is way cooler. I do give you that, but I don't mind Tito's. I'm more of a Cloud hater. Even though I don't mind Cloud either. Ooh, those are also like very, very concave, but yeah. Like actually the Brilliant Wings card, I mean actually I could... Okay, this doesn't work. Yeah, Flash, enchanted creature you control... yeah, enchanted creature has flying and hexproof. And I can also change like the creature on which is for like 1 mana if a new creature enters. That's for like the Sissy pile. Judgment of Alexander the same. Prevent all damage that will be dealt you this turn by sources your opponent control. Whenever damage from a creature is prevented this way, each commander creature controls damage equal to its power to the creature. Which is actually, yeah, that's the point why I put it in there. I mean, of course, if my commander is already in like lifelink mode. But if it's not in lifelink mode, it could potentially death touch people. Like creatures, that's really cool. And of course, Mega Flare, a cool card, but I can't use it. Create a 6/6 red dragon creature with flying. For each opponent, choose up to 1 target creature the player controls. Mega Flare deals damage equal to the great power of creatures you control to each of the chosen creature. Okay, I mean, it's a cool card. And there we have like a Amarant, you know, he was missing in the base set. He attacks each combat if able. Oh, okay, he also essentially has Myriad. Whenever he attacks it, he deals combat damage, he deals it to every opponent. I mean, not even Myriad, it's like the effect that Vincent has, which is pretty good. Yeah, Vivi's Persistence. Yeah, it created a 0/1 Black Wizard creature. Okay, and yeah, you can get him back when your commander enters. Really cool. Search for Dagger is the last one. Whenever your commander enters or attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a card, legendary creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put this in the bottom of your library in random order. Yeah. And we have that. But yeah, this thingy was actually confusing me. I guess this is just like a thingy they put in there to make sure it doesn't get stealed. It doesn't get stolen. I guess. But yeah, it was confusing me. And then we have like the cards without like the text. Essentially, I think I'm gonna keep in there. I mean, we have like an idea how they look. Aside from Oran, a supreme racist Waka. Okay, I don't know why he's a racist, but Waka was my boy Isa. Aiko BTF owed. I don't know what that means, but if you mean that she doesn't have her own card, that might be it. But yeah, again, cool stuff. I don't think I will assemble this. This is like so you can arrange them, right? Yeah, really weird stuff. But yeah, you know, it's a little bit weird. But how do we put it? Where do I put it is actually the question. Okay, let me actually put them here for the time being. Yeah, access to Works fighting game with Final Fantasy would be so awesome. Not gonna lie. I'm not sure who I'd main though. It depends on how they play essentially. But I'm definitely an Adalbert-Steiner guy. Or like kind of Cecile or whatever. Only left was the crew without a car. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I mean they could have put like Aiko in there and said like Search for Dagger. Search for Dagger is a weird card. Honestly, not super hype. Also giving Vivi another card is like, okay, you guys put him on as many cards as you could already. Yeah, I know that Exit getting, but yeah, that Exit card game, but I also don't know how it works. The issue with the Exit card game, and I mean it makes sense, it's also the same with Weiß Schwarz and whatnot. It's just like screen grab, so it's not like really that cool as a collector's thing. So I never got it. Anyhow, let me get back our friendly box here. It's getting really crowded here, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, technically I can uncrowd it a little bit by putting stuff down there. Okay, cool. Now we still have like, this is the last thing, that's why I said like it's a thingy. And man, we are like taking like a long time for this. Actually, those are like way easier to open than I thought. And we are actually opening a token first stuff. Also, like, I'd be overjoyed if we could pull Bahamut or Knights of the Seven, Knights of the Round.